Hi guys, please, um, I just want to show a little um, top-down analysis, I will just also call it. But I spotted out a valid setup, so on GBP AUD, and what makes this setup to be so much interesting is actually the other block that is obvious, and the liquidity below it. So when you want to analyze the chart, make sure you go to the higher time frame. So once you go to the higher time frame, the first thing you spot out another block that is unmitigated, unlike this other block you see is unmitigated. And once the other block is unmitigated, make sure that the liquidity below it and there is a shift in market structure. So you can easily see the shift in market structure and the liquidity below it. So this is actually my POI. I'm expecting a sell from this POI. Sorry, I'm expecting a sell from this POI. So on that other block, the other block that is unmitigated, so I'm expecting a sell there. So once it comes to my POI, then I'll be shutting it down. But what I actually just want to show you guys is two things is involved in this market. So the first thing is to identify another block and to make sure that the market has shifted structure. Either the market shifted structure to the upside or it shifted structure to the downside. So if you go to the higher time frame is the king. So you can only see the overview of the market once you are up to the higher time frame. So once you are up to the higher time frame, you can easily spot it out than going down to the lower time frame. So you will see now this market has shifted structure from this place. Yes, showing and indicating that the market is down. So the another thing you're going to check is also check if there is a valid liquidity on the market. So, but once you're in a higher time frame, you can hardly spot out a liquidity. So you have to scale down to the 1 hour or 15 minutes time frame to see if there is an obvious liquidity on the market. Look, fine. You can see now I'm actually on the 1 hour time frame. You can see the market has shifted structure. First, identify a shift in market structure. So once you identify a shift in market structure, then the next thing you're going to do is to make sure there's an obvious liquidity in the market. So you can see, let me just plot it out. You can easily see this is the liquidity. This is the liquidity. So if you go back to my previous video, you will discover that I made mention of different types of liquidity, the buy side liquidity and the sell side liquidity. And also I made mention of the classes of liquidity. So we have different varieties of liquidity. We have a trend line liquidity and a double top or the double bottom liquidity. So you can see this is actually where I'm expecting this market to come and take out this liquidity. Then I'll be entry a sell. I'll be executing a sell. Sorry guys, from this place. So please just bear with me. I just want to show this little video before it plays out. So this is actually my bias on this PES GBP AUD. So once it plays out, I'm going to bring out the results. But definitely, I'm going to use this to pass maybe one or two challenges before I bring out the result. But this is actually what I'm expecting from this PES. So I'm expecting this PES to come up and take out the liquidity before I will enter. So as I always said before, make sure there's an obvious liquidity on the market, but make sure you analyze from the higher time frame. You can see I'm coming down from the higher time frame. There's a shift in market structure. There's an obvious liquidity there, and there's a valid another block that is unmitigated. Not another block that is mitigated, but just make sure that the other block is unmitigated. Nothing has tapped on it. So it's very clean. So just make it yourself that whenever you just want to enter a trade, make sure there's another block there, and the other block should be unmitigated, and make sure there's an obvious liquidity on the market so that you can easily spot it out, so that you will not be a liquidity to the market. So it will be very simple for you to enter, to execute, and quickly. You can see, if you observe the setup, you discover that once this liquidity is out and it taps on that block, it doesn't take time. You just see it dropping massively. It doesn't take time. So please, guys, I would like you guys to just try and help me to subscribe on this my channel, so I'll be able to bring more videos like this. Thank you so much.